welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany if you're new here, but if you're not new here, hey girl, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me. I kind of just feel like I want to sit down and chat with you guys. I have my iced coffee and I actually got this cute bottle from Target. It says, "I wish this was an iced coffee." But it is a nice coffee, so I just thought it was so cute. It's like this nude color and then the top is white and it comes with the straw. I will link this down below in case you guys are interested, but I'm gonna get ready. I wanted to actually do some eyelash extensions because I missed my appointment with my lash girl, so I need some eyelashes. So I think I'm gonna put these on since I have a couple weeks until my next appointment with her. I bought this Kiss Falscara eyelash extension kit, which I saw some people talking about on TikTok, so I'm hoping that it's good. It comes with the lashes, the bond and seal. It comes with the tweezers, and it also comes with the Falscara remover. So if they don't come out good, we can take them off. But yeah, I've never done one of these for my channel, so first date, kind of nervous. I didn't like ask you guys questions on Instagram or anything, but I think I'm just gonna go through like a about me questions. I don't know, let's Google something like that. Facts about me. Ooh yeah, so we can get into my zodiac, we can get into some of the juicy stuff. So before we do that, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. If you guys want to follow me on any other platforms, I am on Instagram and TikTok. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So age, I am 26 years old and I feel super old. Tell me if you're like an early 90s baby. I was born in 95, so like 95 down to 90. If you were born in that era, then you know we are feeling old, honey. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I just feel every day that I'm getting older and older. I'm trying to put on this headband so my hair will stay out of the way. Okay, now that we look like an egg, we can continue with our lashes. So this is what my lashes are looking like right now. I have a few that are just hanging on. So, oops, I literally took one off right now. So I already washed my face and did my skincare, so lashes are clean and ready for application. Pretty simple. It's like this double-sided tube. You start with the bond, which is the purple side, and then after you go in with the seal. I've already learned that with this, you have to move fast because this like mascara thing that you put on will dry quick AF. And yeah, so this is what it looks like one eye done, and honestly, it's not usually how I would get my lashes done, but I feel way less naked on this side than this side. Okay, now that I think that I have it down, we can do some questions. One of the first questions on this list is, what is your zodiac sign? So I'm actually a Scorpio. So my big three are, let's open my co-star. I was born on October 23rd, 1995. So I am on the cusp of Libra and Scorpio, but a lot of the places that I check say that I'm a Scorpio. Co-star does say that I'm a Libra sun. I'm kind of like, girl, I'm a Scorpio. Just because I've identified with Scorpio like my whole life, but sometimes it says Libra, sometimes it says Scorpio. I don't know. You guys tell me if you are good with astrology, what I should be. I'm also a Libra moon, so that's interesting. I'm just a Libra through and through, I guess. But yeah, I'm very, very indecisive, from everything down to what are we gonna eat today to where am I gonna move. So I'm actually in the process, this is like a good little segue, but I'm actually in the process of determining where I want to move and spend the rest of my life. So me and my husband do want to have kids pretty soon, so I am struggling with knowing where I want to go and where I want to have kids and raise kids. I've been looking at a bunch of different places. Like, for some reason the East Coast really calls me. Like Connecticut, I feel like is somewhere I've always wanted to live, just because of Gilmore Girls. I'm like obsessed with Gilmore Girls. I'm also considering Boston. I feel like Boston would be somewhere that I would really enjoy. Delaware. I know Delaware sounds random, but I feel like a lot of the people who are from Delaware are just so proud to be from there that it intrigues me. Like, I looked it up and they have really nice houses. It's obviously such a tiny state. I was also really thinking about Charlotte. So tell me if you guys have been to Charlotte, North Carolina, or if you've visited, and yeah, tell me what it's like. My husband visited there once and he said that it's really nice. He really liked it, so maybe we will take a trip down there and see how we like it. But the world is so big, you guys, and I encourage you to just go out and explore. I know moving to a new city just sounds so scary and it sounds very intimidating, but even if I didn't have my husband with me, I still would want to move and explore. I don't know, I feel like it's just such a waste to not see what the world has to offer. I was actually even considering moving to Canada because with all the stuff going on in our government, girl, I'm like, land of the free? I don't know. Okay, so lashes are done. I like them. I feel like I would go out like this. Next question is, how tall are you? So I am 5'5". Name 3 things that upset you. That sounds kind of negative. But I'm gonna go in with this YSL Touche Clot Primer. This is like my favorite. I'm very defensive over my animals, so when people say things about my dog or if they say things about my cat, I get really defensive over them because they're my kids. I don't have kids, and I feel like if you're gonna get pets, you should love them and treat them as a part of your family. And so if people talk about my pets, I will cut you. I'm going in with this classic Maybelline Matte and Poreless in the shade 128. I just love this foundation. I feel like inexpensive, but also looks really good. Look at how good that blends in. It just looks just like my skin. I also use shade 220 when I'm a little tan. What's your favorite movie? So my favorite movie is probably, as basic as it sounds, Mean Girls. Mainly the reason why I like it is because it's like a form of escapism. Like, I literally transport to a whole other world when I'm watching Mean Girls. I just did my brows with this brow pencil by NYX. It's the Fill and Fluff brow pencil, and I have this one in the color Espresso. I'll link it down below. This pencil is awesome. A lot like the Anastasia brow definers. I just don't see the need in spending $20 for a brow pencil when there are so many other options out there. So the concealer that I'm using is the Born This Way by Too Faced. This is like my holy grail. I use the shade Almond. I feel like it blends out so smooth. It helps to hide wrinkles. Hang on, guys, my mom is calling me actually.
Filming it right now while you're doing your makeup?
Yeah, you're on my video.
Wow. Hey.
What? Hey guys, say hi to my mom.
Hey.
Oh my god, Luna's looking at the phone like, is that you?
Luna. Hi, Luna.
Oh my god, she's... Oh. Okay, let's see. What's your favorite movie? How tall are you? What's your favorite song? I think I was talking about that. My favorite artist before the camera got cut off. So I love Doja Cat. I love Drake. I love... Drake is more like my celebrity crush because there's another question that says, who's your celebrity crush? I would say Drake for sure. For males. For females, my celebrity crush would probably be... I don't want to say Doja again, but... Dude, Doja's so freaking hot. Maybe I'm gonna have to be basic and say maybe Megan Fox. I think she's so absolutely stunning. Like, I just think her facial features and her, like, I don't know, just the way she carries herself, like, she's just always so put together. I think she's hot. I don't know what to tell you. Let's talk about childhood celebrity crushes, because I was talking about this with my friend Danielle. One of my biggest childhood crushes was Dylan Sprouse from the Sprouse Twins. I was absolutely in love with him. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm using this Huda Beauty contour and bronzer cream in the shade Light. So it looks like this. It does look a little dark in the pan, so don't let that scare you. I usually just pack it on and then I will blend it out. Once you like put your setting powder and everything, it doesn't look as stark. I also really had the hots for Zac Efron. I just thought he was so hot. Like, High School Musical was just such a time such a time to be alive, honestly. Next, I'm just setting everything with this Huda Beauty translucent powder in the shade Sugar Cookie. I really like this. It does have a smell, which the smell doesn't, I don't really notice that the smell lingers, but just be aware of that. If you're like sensitive to fragrance, this is very fragrant. So I do also recommend the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. It actually comes in a package very similar to this, and it's like at Target and stuff like that. I love that one. In that one I get the shade Light, I want to say, and that powder is amazing. I've just had this Huda Beauty one for so long that I just want to use it. But if not, I would get that. I use that or the Laura Mercier, and they are both incredible. This Huda Beauty one is amazing too, but like I said, I feel like makeup now, there's just so many different options. Being an adult now and paying rent and paying bills and everything, I don't know how I was spending bands. Like, I was dropping money on makeup before, and now I'm like, girl, give me the Maybelline, please. I'm gonna use this mineralized skin finish in Dark Deepest, and I am using this as a bronzer. So this is from MAC. I actually just picked this up recently. I feel like the love that we all had for makeup, like back in like 2016, 2017, like the Nikkie Tutorials peak days, like I feel like that was such a different time. Like now, I still definitely do love makeup, and I do have a pretty decent amount of makeup now, but I just feel like the excessiveness is what's worn down. Like, I don't feel the need to get every drop because it's just, there's just too many. I just like to go in with the sponge, and there's nothing on here, but I like to just tap over under here, and it just accentuates like your contour. Love that. Go over everything, make sure that there is a smooth transition all around. I know you guys know her. Her name's Michaela, that TikTok makeup girl from Boston with her amazing accent. I'm like obsessed with her accent. It gives me serotonin. She blew up on TikTok, and I feel like she's just so unproblematic that that's what people want. Like, we're just so tired of all this drama. It got so catty and so away from what we love about makeup. Anyways, next question is, how many tattoos or piercings do you have? So I have no tattoos. I really want to get some. Like, I have some like aesthetic tattoos in mind that I want to get. I want to get a tattoo of Luna, my sweet German Shepherd, if you guys haven't seen her in the background of this whole video. I saw there's an artist, which I will put a picture of his Instagram on the screen so you guys can go follow him because his work is absolutely incredible. But I want to book an appointment with him to get a tattoo of Luna, probably like on my forearm or something. But yeah, I want to schedule that. I want to get like a quote. I also want to get a tattoo of my grandpa's handwriting. Maybe I'll look and see if I have something that he's written me already. Something that just says like, I don't know, love you from grandpa. Something like that. I think that'll be so cute. I want to get a tattoo of that. My grandpa's just always been such an important person in my life. I don't know if I've touched on this on my YouTube channel, but me and my dad don't have the best relationship. Him and my mom were together pretty much almost my whole childhood, but it was very toxic and very traumatizing. So me and my dad don't have the best relationship. It's just very awkward. So we don't really speak, but I do care about him and I wish him well. There's a lot of trauma that we would have to resolve in order to create a relationship, and I just don't think that he's ready to address everything that has happened. Because of the strained relationship with my dad, my grandpa's always really stepped up and been that person in my life to give me like a really good father figure to look up to. He's always been so nurturing, so caring, just like the best guy, honestly, I've ever met. So my grandpa is one of the most important people in my entire life, and I love him dearly. So that's another tattoo that I want to get. I also have a kitty, so maybe I'll get a little tattoo for my kitty. I don't know. I want like cute little dainty tattoos, and I don't mind having a lot. As far as piercings, I always wanted to get like a nose piercing, like a little hoop. I'm just adding some of this color Good Vibes. Excuse my dirty palette, but this is the Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals palette with her collab with Morphe. I got this recently. There's like foundation in this shade. It's just a mess. I put Good Vibes all over, and then I added Birthday Suit, that shimmery color like right in the inners. Just something simple and quick to do. I do this all the time. You guys, I use 2 colors. That's it. If you want to like make it look a little darker, like if you use different colors, you can just pack on a little more of that neutral shade to this outer corner, and look, it looks like it's a little darker than what it is. That's usually what I do for my eyes all the time. These are all the lip shades that I typically use, but I'm probably going to use this one, which is Cafe. I knew it. I could just tell by the color that this is like my go-to. I love Cafe. It's by LA Girl. It's a perfect precision lip liner. So I do overline my lips. I follow the natural line, but I don't go on it. I go on the outside of the line. So I'm just finding where the line is and going under. Literally drawing an outline of my lips, and just even that makes my bottom lip look so big. Like, look how plump it looks already. So I'm gonna do the same to the top. And I know a lot of people love their Cupid's bow, but I just do a straight line across. I don't know. I just don't like the Cupid's bow look. I don't even like the widow's peak look. Like, I literally shaved my widow's peak off, if you guys didn't know, so ignore that. I usually just do that. I'll do a line straight across, and then I'll start going down the sides. Then I'll just color it in a little, and I'll add a lip gloss. So right now I've been using the Patrick Ta She's Independent, but I think I'm actually gonna go in with this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Butterscotch. I just think this color is really pretty. Should have actually given myself like a sugar scrub. That's okay. How many siblings do you have? So I have one sister who is 12. She's gonna be 13 in February. 13, can you believe that? Crazy. We are 15 years apart, so I'm gonna be, how old am I? 25? Oh, I'm gonna be 27. If I'm gonna be 27, oh, got it. I don't have any other siblings, which is why I personally, when I decide to have kids, I want to have like 4. A lot of people get shocked when I say that, like they're like 4 kids, oh my god. But I love kids, you guys. I feel like I've always been that way, very like maternal. Growing up as an only child, I was always just so lonely, you guys. It's so lonely, especially when you grow up being a little weird. Like, I had friends, but they were more friends with each other than they were friends with me. If that makes sense. Like, oh my god, you guys, it's so traumatizing, the stuff that you remember from being a kid, that I'm like, how do I remember that? In elementary school, I kind of had like a little crew. Like, we would always hang out. It was a pretty like good amount of us girls, and we would hang out. So anyway, there was me and my other friend, and we were a little heavier. We didn't have straight hair when I was that age. Like in elementary school, I had curly hair that I would put up in like 2 ponytails. It would just be curly. I wasn't like the skinny, straight hair, pretty white girl. Like, I just wasn't. Me and my friend, who were like the little heavier ones, we would always kind of get excluded from the things that the other girls in the group would do. So like there was this thing where I want to say it was like a reward where you would go eat lunch with one of the teachers, and he was like one of the coolest teachers. I can't even remember his name, but he was like one of the coolest teachers, and you could go to his room for lunch if you were selected, and you could pick out a couple friends to go with you to go to his classroom for lunch. And there was like other kids there, and you would kind of just do like activities and stuff like that. I literally never went, but the point is that everybody wanted to go do that, right? So I remember one of the friends that I thought I was pretty close to, she got picked, and I thought she was gonna like pick me to go with her, and she picked the other friends in the friend group, and the only girls that didn't get picked to go were me and my other friend. And I don't think it's any coincidence that we were both like the heavy kids. Like I know people are like, and not everything's about that, but I truly feel like that affects you. Like I would get excluded from certain things, and I always kind of felt like if I had a sibling my age, I wouldn't be so dependent on these friendships, and I wouldn't be so hurt by these friendships. But I was just always seeking that validation, and I was seeking a community like of, I don't know, like a community of people who just understand. I'm like, why am I getting deep over here? I'm all like in therapy. You guys are like my therapist. So I've always kind of been that way, very secluded, very to myself, very like hermit vibes, which I still am like that till this day. But I feel like a lot of that is attributed to being an only child. Like you just find peace, and you find solace, and you find comfort in being alone. Like there is nothing better for me than being alone and with my dog. I love it. That's how I was when I was a kid. That's how I grew up. It was just me and my little dog, and that's just how it was. So yeah, you guys, anyways, I went on that long rant just to say that that's why I want my kids to have siblings, to have what I didn't have, and to have each other, and have a sense of like, this is your community. This is like your place to just be yourself, to be free, to know that people are gonna love you no matter what, no matter how weird you are or how different you seem. So that's why I want to have a lot of kids. Also want to adopt kids, so I've thought about that for a really long time, and I've just always felt so called to do it. I've also felt really called to do foster parenting. Now, a lot of people say certain things like, oh, you got to be careful when you adopt because, you know, these kids come from places, and I just think that that stigma is really harmful because it makes it seem like kids who need homes or need to be adopted are an inconvenience or too difficult to deal with. And it's like, if you have your own natural born, I feel like they can come out with all sorts of issues, you know, not just because they're natural born means that they come out perfect. Obviously adopting is difficult, and obviously if you adopt, you have to take into consideration their history and what they've been through and everything like that. But it shouldn't deter you if you really feel that call and that want to do that. So anyway, yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. So all the products that I used on my face, I will link down below because I'm the worst. I didn't even show you guys this blush palette, but this is the 8W Warm Master blush palette by Morphe. All my fingerprints are on it. This palette is so gorgeous, especially if you have a deeper complexion than I do, because I literally only use these two, maybe a little bit of this one and this one, but this row and this row I don't really use. I'm sure I could use the highlighter, but as far as the blushes, they're just a little too deep for me. So if you guys have a deeper complexion, this palette is awesome. Again, I'm like an NC, itchy. I'm like an NC 25-30, depending on the time of year and how tan I am, but anywhere from 20 to 35 is where I range. So if you are like a 35 to maybe 45, I would say this palette is perfect for you. Look at how beautiful these colors are. That is that palette. I'm probably gonna go do my hair, but I think I'll end this video here because I've been rambling for a long time. So if you guys are still here, thank you so much for watching. It's my first get ready with me, so I'm sorry if the questions weren't that juicy, but I kind of just wanted to do like a get to know me type of video. So drop any questions that you guys have down below, any and all of them. Leave them down below in the comments and I will go through those comments in my next video. Thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Don't forget, everything is linked down below in the description box, and I will see you guys in the next video.
It was all a big mistake, never meant to miss the date. I was caught up with my friends, I forgot that we had plans. So the roses on the floor and found the champagne by the door.